Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. I know it's a little weird streaming on a Monday, but if I didn't stream today, we'd only get one stream day out of this week, so... Plus the update for Scarlet Hollow dropped today, so that's another reason. How are we doing? How are we doing? Hello Lossless, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Sorry for being a little late to the stream. I pretty much fell asleep right after work and then just didn't bother getting up or anything, which is not good. It's not good at all. I gotta fix my sleep schedule again. Hello Weasel, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. I do. I have my Scarlet Hollow filter on, because we're playing some Scarlet Hollow today. I just switched over to the filter now because I'll forget when we jump into the game. So yeah, my colors are a little duller, but I'll look right at home when I start the game. But yes, how is everyone's, I guess, start of the week? I feel like I haven't... When was the last time I streamed? Well, I guess it was Saturday. Doesn't feel like it was Saturday. It feels like a lot longer. Oh. It'd be that way sometimes. Trying to think if anything happened from Saturday till now. There's not much of an update. I didn't really do anything Sunday. And then I just worked today. So yeah, not really a fun update, but there's nothing really that fun about, just what I'm doing IRL, you know? But I need to really work on stuff again. In the beginning of the year, I took an hour out of my day to work on stream related things, and that was going pretty well, and then for a long while I stopped, and I need to get back into that. At least 1 hour a day. Hello Lappy, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. But yeah, I need to get back into that 1 hour a day. Even if I don't do much, at least if I do something, I won't feel bad. Back. Hello Joms, welcome on in and happy birthday to yourself. I hope you're having a good time zone. So sorry if I'm yawning. How was your Monday? It was Monday. It was a Monday, that is for sure. Just ready for Friday, to be honest. Hello, Nini. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. I love you too. I don't think I have a mod in here. Let me give you a shout out myself. There we go. On vacation for my daughter's spring break. Oh, that's a really early spring break, but that's nice. I hope you're having a good vacation, Lappy. Oh, man. I am oh so ready to go back to bed. Even though I don't know why I'm so tired lately. Like, it's really bad. It's usually the first week of March? Okay, okay, alright. I guess spring break would normally be April? Yeah, because it's generally near Easter for us when spring break happens. Isn't it weird that it's March? Like, there's no snow outside. Like, there's a little bit where the pileups are, but it's kind of weird that spring is kind of here. And if you are in the States, next week you have to push your clocks forward. Crazy. I am so ready for spring, though. I am done with the nasty, stinky... the nasty, stinky, winter. God, I cannot think. I am so sorry, guys. Oh my god, I need to stop yawning. We have a ton of snow here. I hate snow so much. I hate it with a passion. It just... no bueno. Do not like at all. So I don't know how long today's stream is going to be, because we're going to do one episode of Scarlet Hollow, because the first 2 episodes got like a update, and there's like 2 paths you can, well, like in the first episode you can now apparently now you can like not go with Stella into the forest. Like, that's a big thing, but also there's gonna be a lot of new stuff if you do go into the forest with her, and it's like, oh, what one are we doing? Because we can't do both. Unfortunately, we cannot do both tonight because the episodes are a bit long. Let's see. What did I clock in the first episode? How... Hello, everyone. Okay, so I clocked in 2 hours and 30 minutes for hardcore. So yeah. Oh man. Where's the other Scarlet Hollow? Good lord. I love that I get to use myself as a... Okay, let's see. What is the time? Okay, so it's about the same for my first run as well. So yeah, we're only gonna be able to get one run through in. So I will decide when we jump into the game. Cold, humid weather that gets you. Ooh. It's generally the wind in the wintertime that gets me, because that wind can just make everything like feel like 1,000,000 degrees below 0. It's horrible. Hello Kosaka, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. But yes guys, let's jump into the game. Let's see what we can do. Move that over. What? It won't let me... Okay, this is the second time I've tried to update the game, but it will not let me update. I thought, like, at first when I saw, like, oh, it's not updating. Oh, maybe I didn't click it. But then I clicked it before stream, and it should have updated. Why is it not updating? Don't do this to me, stream. Steam, not stream. Come on. I might... If we have any more issues, I might have to jump in Discord and see if others are having issues. What's going on? Okay, it just took a few times to get that running. Okay, that's weird. I'm not a fan of that. But you know what? I guess. Let's jump right into it. I hope my model doesn't act up or anything. Are we gonna open the game or... Hello? Hang on. Why is it whenever I stream, like the first time I'm streaming in a while and it's something I really want to do, I have scuff? Why is the game not coming up? There it is. If I say it and will it into existence. Here we go. Let me... Where is it? Now we just have to see if this is gonna work. There it is. Oh, I love that. You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save your self. Welcome home. Love it. Alrighty. Let me get my headphones on and we'll start. Actually, let me know if the music sounds okay and also if my volume is okay. I think for this run through, we'll just do like a normal run. We're not going to do hardcore. Because I already have like a hardcore running through. So we'll just do normal, even though hardcore, we can get like 3 traits instead of 2. Right away. All new. Hello, Choco. Welcome on in. Let me give you a shout out. One momento. I hope you're having a good day. Why's the music so loud? Speaking of Choco, guys, she is actually pushing for a YouTube partner, and you should go check out her work. Because I think all she needs is the hours. So definitely go give her a follow and watch some of her stuff. If you like my streams, you will love her streams. But yeah, they changed the background up. It's not a solid color. Got some design here. I'm a sucker for foliage, so... Oh crap, I'm not Bean. We're Cake this run through. Bean is our first run through. Cake will be the third run through. We will still do the city. It's so nice having like a background. It just makes it pop more. We're gonna go female for cake. We did for the hardcore mode, we did bacon as a guy. We could do non-binary for cake. We can do non-binary. All right. So now we have to decide the traits, and I don't want to use traits I've already used. So before, in my first run through, I had powerful and talk to animals. In my hardcore run through, I have mystical, talk to animals, and keen eye. So for this run through, we can only choose 2 since it's a normal one. If we did hardcore, we could have got the last 3. So, book smart, well-read and rational, possesses a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it, a talented researcher, street smart, good at lying and hard to lie to, fast talker, you can read people and read the room, no door can hold you. That is gonna help us. Hot, this one you can just flirt with everyone. So I kind of want to do this because apparently you, in the future episodes, you can romance like the moms. And it's like, ooh, okay. We're gonna do one of those runs, so let's do hot and street smart. We'll pick up book smart in like another run through. All right, so let's confirm this. And let's see what happens. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. But yeah, they really changed the, would this be the UI? They did change this up. They added the leaves and like a hand-drawn border, which is nice. Gives it character. Oh, thank you for the resub. Era, thank you, thank you. What are you licking? Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire is not up and running. Hang on. I was late to stream because I was sleeping. Because all I do now is sleep, and that's not good. I'm a very, very bad. I'm very bad. There we go. Well, welcome on in, Area. I hope you're having a good time zone. Oh, we didn't read this yet. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourselves traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. For various obvious reasons. I cannot speak, guys. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. I feel like that wasn't in red before, but I could be wrong. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, gotta talk to this guy again. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor and that sort of thing. Oh! We can use street smart here, hell yeah. You begin to cough and your eyes start to water on command. Pretending to be sick has always been one of the better ways to get people to leave you alone in strange places. Oh, are you sick? That's alright, I'm pretty sure I've already had what you've got. I'm sick all the time. Gotta keep my immune system on its toes, you know? Oh god, is he gonna continue to talk to me? Oh god, he is! So this girl comes up to us swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. Oh, we had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though, about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez, you ever get so mad you just want to kill someone? Oh, what is Hot going to do? Did he say she tried to break up with him? You can't even begin to imagine what that might feel like. Nobody's ever broken up with you. Oh, so we might be a little bit of a dick this run through. Ooh. So we have 2 for Hot and Street Smart. I honestly can't say anybody's ever tried to break up with me or stop trying to get a rise out of me. I think I did this in my bacon run through, to be honest. I honestly can't say anybody's ever tried to break up with me. Yeah, I should have known I'd sound a little unhinged to someone like you. But if anyone ever does try to break your heart, you might be surprised by how it changes you. I honestly could have killed that woman. Jesus. Hello, Pack. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. We just got started. Anyway, she's given birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Can't believe this man's gonna be a father. Hey driver, how much longer until the next stop? 10 minutes. Everything all right back there? God, no. Everything's fine. You don't have to bring the driver into this. We're just chatting. We're pals. This man. No, sir, we are not pals. Look, fatherhood is just scary. That's all. Plus, her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me so much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand. She's chill. I feel like... I don't know if he's gonna come back in a later episode, but man... This character. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? Scarlet Hollow. Oh, the Holler, huh? That's what they call the hollows up in the mountain, you know? What a lad. He is something else. Add a couple... Choking on spit. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up there in the Holler, you see? And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I don't know how I got local from coal, but clearly I can't read or speak tonight. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now, and now that I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. You know, I'm kind of wondering, because he said he hasn't heard from his friend. So I'm wondering if Sam Wayne, it's been a while since I've played this game, so I don't remember all the lore, but I wonder if Sam Wayne was his friend. Hope they didn't die. I guess it all depends on who it is. He looks back at his phone for once. I wasn't done reading that. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Yeah. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they drip all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. So I know in one run through I'm allergic to peanut. Hey God. Oh my God. I had to sneeze and then I had to blow my nose. I can't wait until I start feeling better. Screw you and your peanuts. Hey man, I'm just trying to be friendly. Look, there's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal. Assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. Why won't this man take a hint? The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juice dribbles out through the bottom of the bag and onto the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. We are not friends. Look at that! And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. We're almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes, squealing, as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Cake. But yeah, I can't do any voices tonight. If you couldn't tell from the last few streams, I've been a little sick. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Make a good first impression with a winning smile. You've never met someone who was able to resist your ability to make a good first impression. You flash a soft smile and give your condolences. Tabitha, it's so nice to finally meet you. I was so sorry to hear about your mom. Thanks. For a brief moment, Tabitha is put at ease before she quickly straightens up and the annoyance returns to her face. It might not have been much, but you can confidently notch up another victory courtesy of the winning cake smile. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Haven't seen any new art yet. Well, I think that's the same Tabitha art. I should have watched my old streams just to see what was different. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. And then that's just how you can do stuff. So I did this in my first run through. We're not doing that. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. Yeah, Dead Moms Club. No, that's a little too fresh for her. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family. No, this is new Tabitha art. I'm pretty positive it's new Tabitha art. I know Kanika gets new art, and Stella and Duke. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. How are you holding up? Fine. Alright, we can do street smart. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. There's our beautiful ancestral home. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramp apartments in Grey Cities. Oh, someone used to cramp apartments in Grey Cities. I cannot speak tonight, guys. It's bad. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. Well, there's probably many reasons why. The fated I cannot speak. Holy shit. Hang on. Let me take a sip. The fated majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of the ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. It's beautiful. I don't think I've ever been in a building that feels as powerful as this. You're lying through your teeth, but Tabitha doesn't need to know that. In fact, not only does she not need to know that you're lying, but she won't know. Ever. You're a very good liar. You clap both of your cheeks, it helps with word flubbing. Ooh, I'll have to try that. I'll be like slapping my face this entire stream. It is. The estate was the prized jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture, even now. Shall we take our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floors, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. A creature. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Let's see. I kind of want to do Street Smart again. I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? It is. Thank you. Aw, I hate that we're lying to her, but also... Sorry. I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Sweet, thanks. Cool, good talk. I love PB&J. How'd you know it was my favorites? It looks like your famous smile doesn't run in the family. Oof! I must have gotten it from my daddy. Whoever that is. I didn't, but good for you. What if I want ice cream? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know, and there will be consequences. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. The saddest thing, this is gonna be my first run through where I can't talk to animals, and it makes me so sad. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. I'm going to pet the creature. Before following your cousin down the hall, you decide to pet the cat. She bites you hard and hisses violently. Tabitha sighs. As you've now learned, you should not pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Come on, the bathroom awaits. Oh, I can't talk to the creatures. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces. But for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors yet. Guess the bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. What a wonderful bathroom! I absolutely love it. I've always wanted one of those bathtubs with the little feet on there. Yeah, the clawfoot tubs. Yeah, I've always wanted one too. Glad you like it. The bathtub is an extremely valuable antique. I guess we're gonna go to the bathroom. Hello, Ninja. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner. But your business needs doing, and this is as good as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hallway. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. This is Scarlet Hollow. They recently, well, today they released a updated version of episode 1 and 2. So that's what we're gonna do this week, since this is the week I start my break. So we're just gonna do something short, easy, relaxing. Also, hello Era on YouTube. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. This is incredible. How'd you know how much I love cherubs? That chest is to die for. I'm surprised to see you have such a discerning taste. Every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Hello, something. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Alright, I guess I'll get settled. Follow me. Oh. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Let's see. Oh, I guess I can do hot. Hey, so is it cool if I have people over at some point this week? What are you talking about? You don't even know anybody who lives here. Listen, I'll get to know them. I'm talking about smooching, Tabitha. What's your smooching policy? I'm here for a week. There's plenty of time to meet a cute. Hang on, I'm here for a week. That's plenty of time for a meet cute to meet a cutie. I'm assuming that's what it means. If you're not gonna be around, I'm gonna make friends. I'm a social butterfly, Tabitha. I don't know what to tell you. Here, I'm gonna talk about smooching. I'm talking about smooching, Tabitha. What's your smooching policy? I thought you were here for a funeral. Yeah, I can't smooch people? Like, hello? I can't believe I even have to say this, but please don't bring someone home to, you know. You're right, they might fall through the floor and it would get awkward. Look, I have enough on my plate already. Just forget you said anything. Let's see. Wait, where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Can I come watch? What? No, the mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting in the same way I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. That seems like a good way to look at a job. Instead of convincing yourself you have to be doing the thing you love the most, it's okay to just have a job. Yeah, exactly. Would I rather be doing something else with my life? Maybe, but I know I had to take over the company, so why think about the other stuff I could be doing? Did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to the funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Okay. I'm sorry, I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been fine. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. Are you sure you can't take the day off? It's a special occasion. Your cousin's in town. No, some of us have responsibilities. Sorry. Are you sure you don't want to stay just a little bit longer and chill with your last remaining cuz? Especially considering the reason I'm here, it might make you feel better. Oh yes, of course, because neglecting my responsibilities to chill with my cuz would definitely make me less stressed. Yeah, I feel like this is like a new speaking option, because this feels new. Alright, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to be done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door, and now it's just you. You and this spiraling, decrepit estate. Go straight to the forbidden wing. Why does it say... Oh, hang on. I think my chat's messing up. It says, hang on, we're connecting your channels. Why is it in the middle of stream, restreams like, oh yeah, retype your stuff in? Why couldn't you do that earlier, restream? That's like... God. There it is. Okay. Anyways. Let's go to our room, and then we'll do the wing, and then we'll go to the kitchen. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance of your room. Okay, so guys, I did not do this in my first run-through. I did it in my second run-through, but we have to meet someone. Destine! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Oh, pardon me. You gently close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the possum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. Let's see. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, "Property of Alexandria." No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet behind you. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally go out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out, pull some weeds, chop some trees, carve something, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. Return it to its former glory. Oh my god. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates in the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really surprising. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. To the Forbidden Wing! With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. An insurmountable obstacle for sure, but a mild inconvenience for you. Hell yeah. As the lock falls, the door moans open, revealing the entrance to what must have been an incredible lavish ballroom. Oh, a ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet noises of an old piano playing from another room. The forbidden wings are yours to explore. Let's go! This is my first time being here. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming here. It's clear that the chaos of nature is doing its best to reclaim this place. Years of something have piled up like gathering leaves, and the tiled floors has been torn apart, destroying the order that once made this place beautiful. The piano you heard from outside the ballroom has grown louder. Wherever it is, it's nearby. Maybe it's just a self-playing model, or maybe you aren't as alone as you thought you were. And this is the Scarlet Tree. You make your way over to the painting covering the far wall. It's a family tree. Angry scratches cover the space where your mother should be. I kind of want to see. Oh, there's Enoch. Edwina. I just want to see. Hello, Pokey. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. As far as you can tell, there are only 3 exits to the ballroom. There is, of course, the door you came through, and on your far right is the door beyond a broken floor, a dead end. Across the room from where you entered is the 3rd and final exit, a glass doorway you can just barely make out behind a pile of broken furniture. You move to investigate it more closely. As you approach, the playing grows clearer. Without a doubt, the piano is behind this door. Huh. Though you try with all your might, it's just too heavy for you to do anything more than budget. I wonder if I had the strength build, I'd be able to move this and go through. You return to the entrance of the sealed wing and carefully reattach the locks. After what you've seen and heard in the ballroom, you weigh how much longer you should even stay in the estate on your own. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. What about you? I've been doing well. Just working and sleeping. That's like the only thing I do anymore. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly Frou Frou's spot on the counter. You put out your hand in an attempt to pet Frou Frou. She bites you viciously. Honestly, what were you expecting? The cat emanates a low growl as you cautiously back away. Let's check out the garden. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. We won't eat a PB&J, we'll just go. The state of this kitchen has put you off eating, possibly forever. Maybe it's time to do something else. Let's head to town. There's not much left for you to do here, other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it into town. The Hollerer, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked with many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. The Creech! Gretchen, come— oh, that was fast. Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. The young woman is noticeably flustered by your appearance. It's a phenomenon that you, as a hot, are all too familiar with. Jesus. Sorry about Gretchen. She can be very slippery when she wants to be. Hope she didn't scare you. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I am in love with this dog and wish to know everything there is to know about her. Hello, Paper. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Gladly. Her favorite food is Cheese Whiz. Her favorite toy is an old sock I sewed to look like a squirrel. And her favorite show is Murder, She Wrote! Oh my god. I never clicked this before. I never knew this. I fucking love this. This is why Stella is my wife in the first playthrough of this game. But oh my god, Gretchen and Scully would get along. They love Murder, She Wrote. Sometimes I leave it on in the background while I'm working to give her something to do. She'll actually sit in her little bed and watch it like an old lady with her programs. That's what my little Scully does. I turn it on and she just sits and watches it. How'd you two meet? That's so cute. How'd you first meet her? My mom was a vet, and she used to visit the regional animal shelter on weekends to do checkups. When I was real young, I'd go with her to volunteer, which really meant I do a little bit of manual labor, then play with the dogs for the rest of the day. One weekend, believe it or not, someone dropped off this little 1-year-old pug that outgrown its cute puppy stage. Oh, so she didn't have Gretchen as a puppy. Okay. When I went to clean her kennel, she looked up at me with those big, watery, nervous eyes, wagging her entire butt, whimpering like no one had ever loved her before. I could not fall head over heels, you know? My parents were rugged mountain folk, so they weren't big on toy breeds. And at first, they refused to even considering adopting poor Gretchen. Oh! But I kept visiting every week, and soon enough, they caved and let me take her home. My dad still wasn't too keen on her at first, but soon enough, he was taking her out on the trails like she was a hound dog. Sorry for talking your ear off, but I can't help it. I could prattle on about Gretchen for hours. But what am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the Holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folk, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? I wouldn't be caught dead at a funeral, nah. What if I just lie? What if I'm just a liar this run through? I'm gonna be a liar this run through. I wouldn't be caught dead at a funeral. Nice try, but I'd recognize those distinguished cheekbones anywhere. That scarlet blood runs thick. Oh shit, she caught me by my cheekbones. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How was she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone in that big house. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so cute. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Is she always so, you know, rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind that she's still her same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she'd probably never admit it. How long have you known her? Quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody knows everybody else as far as back as I can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit at the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got into town, you must be starving. I was on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Oh! I normally have a rule against accepting strange food invitations from people I don't know, but I'll make an exception because you're pretty. What can I say? I know I have my charms. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavily in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting dine of human life. And then I walk in and everyone looks at me. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons recognize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hey everyone, I'm Cake, just in town for the funeral. Nice to meet you all. The woman behind the counter beams back at you. Hello there and welcome to the Holler. You just let us know if you need anything, okay? You nod politely, giving a small wave as you and Stella slide into the nearest booth. Looks like you'll probably be the talk of the town for a while. It's not often folks around here meet many strangers, and with who you're related to, well, folks love their gossip, you know? Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed up your coffee. They quietly placed a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Oh, that's how you do it. Dang it, that would have been nice in the beginning when I was looking at that painting. And what about you, stranger? Anything I can get you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Isn't bacon bad for dogs? But dogs love bacon. Can't say no to a face like that. Gretchen's like one of those 110-year-old ladies who had a daily glass of wine her whole life. So why stop now? Maybe it's been the secret to her longevity. Anyways, don't worry. I always keep an eye on her diet. I gotta go in a sec. Want anything else while I'm here? I'll have one of everything, please and thank you. Stella said she's buying. How about we start with some biscuits and coffee? Not a problem. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. One of everything, huh? Normally I'd love to, but I've got to head out in not too long. Anyways, the funeral's not until Sunday, yeah? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there's any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyways. Oh, I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is the potluck a church thing? Would be weird for me to come if I'm not a member. No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to the church around here, if I'm being honest. Isn't this like the rural South? Is this new too? Because I feel like I haven't seen this before. I feel like this is new. That's gotta be unusual. I know. We must seem like heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in this town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay. The pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. A little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyways, those are all the big events I can think of. Not a problem, Whittle. I hope you get a lot of sleepies. Thank you for stopping on by. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? What's your angle? My angle? I would never have an angle. She definitely has an angle. Okay, so my job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when someone else is there too. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit. On the house. She sends you her condolences. Thanks, Avery. It looks great. And then I just shove it all in my mouth. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it has nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is the perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I am not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Why? I feel like that's not what she said in the original. You and everyone else, oh my god. I need to go back and like re-look at some parts. Cool, what kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Cake. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Katabwa river runner. We looked up how to say that and I forgot how to say it. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the river runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Katabwa River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Scared in the woods. Nay. Haunted ice cream parlor. I would never tell anyone about my YouTube channel or like streaming or anything. Like, not many people know about it. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I'd seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. I don't believe in cryptids. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone. Oh, don't worry, I have a strict take only video, leave only footprints policy. I never harm the creatures I'm after. I wish only to observe, like a proper documentarian. I was curious to see what you thought, though, since there was so much controversy on Twitter and in my comment section over what it actually was. There were even actual experts weighing in. It was cool, honestly, and it meant the video did great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free and now it will forever roam the Katabwa, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along? It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm going to go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyways. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Interesting, interesting. Tell me more. Well, it's kind of like Bigfoot, only smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across the report from a lady from a town over, claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky? That sort of thing? Yeah, and then right here, I think this is where you can, like, split. and either never go into the woods with Stella, or you go in there with Stella. So I think for this run through, I think we might skip the woods. I think I'm good. I'm sure Tabitha's expecting me home at some point anyways. Oh, it'll be fun, I promise. Even if we don't find Skunk Ape, the woods have a lot to offer. You'll be able to see the stars at night with no light pollution whatsoever. You're guaranteed to encounter some interesting wildlife, and best of all, you get to eat hiking snacks. They're my favorite part of hiking, so I always have a full stock. Most of the snacks are homemade too, in case that tempts you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. Oh, that's too bad. You'll be missing out. A moment of not so comfortable silence hangs between you. I'll see you around, yeah? And tell Tabby I'm here if she ever needs me. Stella slides out of the booth, Gretchen in tow, and heads to the counter to pay. You're alone in the booth. Stella already paid, but that doesn't mean you can't leave a tip. Should you, though? You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, it's so weird not going with Stella. And not a problem, Pack, not a problem. Hanging out with Stella managed to pass some time, but there's still plenty of daylight left. Maybe it's worth spending more time exploring the town. And then this is new. Because before you'd be forced to go with Stella. Ooh. You wander into the quaint little general store. The country ambiance clashes terribly with the goth woman behind the counter who has been eyeing you nervously. Sorry, with nervous curiosity since you arrived. Fare thee well, fair maiden. Oh. What brings you to town? Just passing through? Staying long? I'm Kanika. That's my name. Do you have one too? She seems flustered. Oh, is she flustered because I'm hot? Sorry, I'm not used to meeting new people. Hi, Kanika, I'm Cake. Kanika's eyes go wide, and she adjusts her glasses, taking in the exquisite details of your face. You're Cake? Tabitha's cousin? Her nervousness instantly evaporates. I had no idea. Don't tell her I've been embarrassing myself in front of you. She can never know. I can't believe you two share DNA. I mean, my condolences. I'm sorry about your aunt. Everyone in this town is so friendly. I just got biscuits with this Stella girl I met on the street, and she tried to get me to go into the woods with her. Oh, you've already met Stella. Great. She's a much better welcoming committee than I am. I take it you didn't take her up on it? I used to help her film stuff out in the woods all the time, back when we were in school. She still tries to drag me out every now and then. I wish I had the time. How do you get away with fashion like that in the rural South? How do you get away with fashion like that in a rural southern town? What, like they're gonna try me for witchcraft? Sure, I get weird looks sometime, and there are definitely some ladies in town who have made it their job to save my soul, but there are way too many hippies in these hills for most people to be concerned about what I'm wearing. And my mom is a queen hippie, so I'm probably the least witchy person I know. Everyone my mom talks to might as well be wearing a pointy hat and carry a broom. So, what is there to do in this town? I have a lot of time to kill. If you're looking for something exciting, you definitely came to the wrong place. The only restaurant we have in town is the diner. The only real place to hang out is probably the library. There's a gas station, for what it's worth. And there's a bar, but it's not exactly a place you'd want to go. It's a dive. That's always full of minors. I'm pretty sure someone at the diner is throwing a party this weekend in case you want to go to a weird house party with a bunch of strangers the day before the funeral. If I were you, I'd just wait out the week, read a book, and hope the days pass quickly, then go back to your life and forget you were ever here. It doesn't sound like you're very fond of this place. No, I'm not. I've spent enough time here for one lifetime. But getting out is always easier said than done. So you know Stella. Oh yeah, I know Stella. We're the same age, which is a pretty big deal when you live in a town this size. We went to school together from K through 12. Tabitha was there too, a year ahead of us? Not that a year gives you any distance in a school that small. Anyways, Stella is probably the coolest person in town. She's a YouTuber, and she's getting pretty big too. You might have seen some of her videos if you're into creepy stuff. It's mostly her running around in the woods looking for fake animals, which she doesn't find, but it's got a great found footage appeal to it. Even though I don't believe in that stuff, every episode she gets me wondering if this is the one where she finds something weird out there. When are you off work? So, what do you think of Tabitha? That depends. Are you guys friends? I take it you're not. Was I that obvious? We have a history. Lots of families in small towns like this wind up with a history. That's just how it goes. Plus, she's rude, so we usually try to avoid each other. She does her shopping online, and I don't have to keep crates of off-brand mac and cheese in the back for her. Everyone's happy. If I were you, I'd be careful getting too friendly with her, by the way. If you knew the kind of things she and Pearlan were always saying about you, I doubt you'd want to spend much time with her either. So Tabitha was saying stuff too? I thought it was just Pearlan. Okay. My aunt used to talk about me? What did she say? If you really want to know, that you and your mom were stuck-up city people who thought you were better than the town, that your mom was, you know, for having you out of wedlock. Excuse? That it's good your mom left because she was gonna drink away the family fortune. She would just say anything. Well, thank God Pearlan isn't here. I'd be having a talk with her. I never believed a word of it, because I heard what she always said about my family too, and I knew nothing that came out of her mouth was worth anyone's time. I think most people in the town knew. However, Tabitha is not most people. I'm sure she believed it all. I don't envy you, having to spend the whole week with someone who thinks so poorly of you. And she's just generally difficult to be around. You feel like the first real normal person I've talked to. Thanks. That's so sweet of you to say. I think. Unless you're just saying it because everyone else has been really weird. I'll still take it as a compliment. So when do you get off of work? Huh? Oh, super late. Way too late to do anything, but I could free later this week, maybe? I could be free later this week, maybe. If you want to do something, I could totally do it with you. Wait, I mean, something normal, like hanging out. If you want. No pressure. Kanika is so flustered. Oh my god. Is it because I'm so hot? Great, we'll make... Sorry. Great, we'll make plans sometime, okay? Yeah. Okay, definitely. I'm free most nights. Wait, that made me sound lame as hell. I lead a full life, I swear. I'm sure you have a lot of places to go. I won't keep you, but it was really, really nice to meet you. Don't be a stranger, okay? I really like that you get to, like, meet Kanika, like, earlier on now. So instead of, like, being locked in to go with Stella, you can, like, meet other people. And I really like this interaction with Kanika. And I love the new Kanika art, too. I should be more free tomorrow if you want to swing by. You give her a meaningful nod, and before you can overstay your welcome, you step back from the counter and return to the empty town outside the store. Looks like the sun's finally starting to set. Maybe you'll see if a sleepy southern town like Scarlet Hollow has a vibrant nightlife another day. But for now, you feel ready. Excuse me. You feel ready to head back to the estate. You return to the dirt road, beginning the trek back towards the estate. As the sun sinks deeper into the horizon, the sky is flooded with orange and pink hues, the shadows around you darkening and stretching out over the path. The mountains seem to make night come quickly here, their rounded hills blotting out the dying sun prematurely, casting the valley of Scarlet Hollow in an eerie autumn twilight. So, since we weren't able to go to the library, oh man, I'm gonna have to, like, do so many run-throughs just to get, like, everything and see everything. You've had a long day. Between traveling and meeting all these strangers, the dusty bed that waits for you back at the estate is starting to sound very appealing. There's a sound on the path behind you. Run! You turn back to the road but find nothing. You still seem to be What is that? What is that? Hello? Is someone there? The thing takes a bold step from its hiding place, revealing itself and fixing you with a wide-eyed gaze. It's a mountain lion, and there is something horribly wrong with it. It takes yet another step towards you, drool leaking from its slack mouth. Run away backwards? Oh, shit! Oh, you start hurrying away, maintaining eye contact, but the sickly thing is desperate. It dashes after you with surprising speed, ears back and claws glistening as it closes in. Maybe I should have gone with Stella, guys. There's a heavy thump as it connects. You find yourself tumbling forward, pitching over the side of the road and rolling downhill. It's disorienting. You find it to be almost impossible to stop yourself. The incline too steep, every attempt ending in more scratches and bumps from the rough terrain of the mountainside. Where the hell am I? You finally land with a breath-stealing thump in a small copse of trees, battered and bruised, bleeding from the thorny shrubbery, but not dead. Hello, Dev. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. It doesn't bother trying to hide now, leaping down into the clearing with killing intent in its wide yellow eyes, ready to finish what it started. And then the evening air is pierced with the sound of a gunshot. The mountain lion is gone in a flash, leaving a thin trail of blood behind as it disappears into the dark woods beyond the path. My god, guys, we get to see Duke! Before we... Oh! So we still see him in episode 1. And he saves us. Oh my... Hello, Rami. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Damn, nearly had that thing. And I nearly had you too. Who the hell are you and what are you doing here? Looking to get shot? Hang on. Start crying. You saved my life. And you ruined my shot. I nearly had that damn thing before. Wait a tick. There's something awfully familiar about you. He looks you up and down with his good eye. You're that Scarlet kid everyone's been saying wasn't gonna show up. Well, I apologize for my... ruquishness? And I'm sorry for you and Miss Tabitha's loss. You can call me Duke. Duke seems to think for a moment, glancing up at the darkening sky. You better not keep walking around on your own out here. Not with that thing on the prowl. I'd hate to think anything might happen to you without me around to save your skin. Tell you what, tag along with me while I finish what we started, and I'll be sure to get you home safe. I'd wager Miss Tabitha would appreciate somebody looking out for you. There's something wrong with that mountain lion. It's probably got the cancer. Had all them lumps. Doesn't mean it's any less dangerous if I had to guess. I'd say it's more deadly than ever now that it sees death coming for it. As you well know, when's the last time you heard of a mountain lion attacking anybody? Especially on this side of the continent. You're one of the lucky few, so don't ruin it by going off and dying alone in the woods after God did you a favor. I appreciate you looking out for me too, thanks. Didn't you already thank me? You ain't one of them folks who won't shut up about thanking someone who helped them once, are you? It doesn't matter. Stick with me and we'll make sure it doesn't get the chance to take a chunk out of anybody. I don't think the thought of a man-eater like that. I don't like the thought of a man-eater like that around town. My town. God, I can't read, can't speak. Good lord. Maybe this is why I don't stream on Mondays. You and Duke make your way into the dark woods, following the trail of blood the mountain lion left behind. Before long, the sun has completely set and the two of you find yourselves in near total darkness. Though Duke has a flashlight, he uses it sparingly, letting you both adjust to the starlight instead. Every sound feels deafening as the two of you pick your way through the underbrush. Every snapping twig could be the deadly paws of the thing that hunted you. Every rustling leaf, the herald of a vicious attack, though you know deep down it's probably nothing but squirrels and shrews. Until you hear the unmistakable sound of something large, shifting among the fallen leaves. Gotcha! The old man quietly steps forward, gun held at the ready. Oh! It's Stella! What the hell? Duke, you scared me! What are you doing out here so late? Stella, I'd ask you the same thing, but I'm sure I know what has you slinking around after dark. Do you know how close I was? Sorry, do you know how close I just came to putting a hole in you? But you didn't. No harm, no foul. What are you doing with Cake? I thought they were going home. Gretchen's little nose seems to pick up something she doesn't like. She thrashes in Stella's arms, whining threateningly. Threateningly? Whoa, calm down, girl. You know Cake. I swear it gets so hard to hold on to her when she gets like this. Sometimes it feels like she's only geriatric when she wants to be. It's alright, little lady. You're safe so long as you got your mama looking after ya. Unlike you, Stella, if you decide to keep on doing whatever it is you're doing out here, I think you'll find these woods ain't agreeable tonight. Cake here had a run-in you wouldn't believe. So just go home and save all of this for some other night. Wait, a run-in? What kind of run-in? Was it Supernatural? Like I said, you won't believe it. Now put that dang thing away. There was some kind of creature. It was like a cat, but big and covered in these lumps. Oh my god, that sounds scary. What kind of sounds did it make? You could have been dealing with a wampus cat. Don't encourage her. It was nothing supernatural. It was, sorry. Don't encourage her. It wasn't no supernatural creature. It was just sick. You don't need to go looking for it, you hear? We'll have it taken care of soon enough. Then you can make any videos about it you want. I'll be fine, Duke. I do this sort of thing all the time. And if there's an honest-to-God wampus cat out there, I need footage if anyone is gonna believe me. Corpses are way too easy to fake. If you go on like that, they'll find the footage next to a pile of your bones in some long dead creature's den 20 years from now. That would be so cool. Nope, it would not. Your mama and daddy are spinning in their graves here and talk like that. If they ain't around to stop you, then I'll take on that responsibility. Go on, get. The old man shoos her away. Fine, fine. I'll go. You recognize something in her smirk. She has no intention of going home. You're just gonna keep running around with your camera, aren't you? She most certainly is. I'll head back towards town, I promise. She's absolutely not doing that. If anything, calling her out has only strengthened her resolve. And if I happen to see anything video-worthy on my way, well, who am I to deny fate? If I hear any screams of terror out there tonight, know that I will be very disappointed in you, Stella Richmond. You won't hear a peep. And with that, she's off. It's just you and Duke in the dark woods again. There ain't no getting through to that girl when she puts her mind to something, I swear. Damn, we've been stopped too long. Now that old hip is starting to voice its complaints. There's an overlook just up this way. Let's sit a spell. I brought a few victuals along, if you're peckish. Oh, we have a little creature eye right here. Unless that is Sam Wayne. But I guess he can be qualified as a creature too. You find your way along the narrow path and emerge on the rocky outcropping overlooking the dark forest. The sky above is smeared with stars, and more than you have ever seen before. Duke interrupts the serenity of the scene with his old man grunts, folding his creaky joints as he settles on a nearby log. He starts rustling through a small pack you hadn't noticed he was carrying, pulling out some beef jerky and a couple of beers. Maybe we shouldn't pull out some beers and drink them. Maybe we shouldn't do that, Duke. You know, we're carrying a shotgun. Why does this music feel new? It's probably not new, but... Yeah, At least it's a nice night. Well, it might not be new. But at the same time, this is like a whole new scene. So it might be new. I don't know. Ignore me. At least it's a nice night, even if the circumstances leave something to be desired. Help yourself to jerky. And as for the beer, I was planning on having both cans myself. Okay, never mind. I'm not drinking anything. But I suppose I can be convinced to spare one. Never mind. I didn't know there were mountain lions here. If you ask most people, there ain't. But everybody who lives deep enough in the hills has a story or two about seeing one. Not that anyone believes us. And if we don't manage to bag that son of a bitch, you'll be one of them stories too. And then you'll get the rare pleasure of telling people what you've seen with your own two eyes and never having nobody believe you. I'll have some of that jerky. Damn straight you will. You take a laborious bite of the jerky, straining your jaw as it fights back, but you manage to tear off a leathery piece. It's not especially flavorful, but it is very satisfying, like how you imagine old-timey war rations might taste. Seems like you and Stella go way back. What do you think of her? What do I think? I think she's a nice young lady, and she's been through a lot in her short time on this earth. He lets a conspicuous silence fall between the two of you. That thing about her parents rolling in their graves, are they both dead? Yes, they are. God rest their souls. Car accident a while back. Poor thing was there through it all. All three of them left town together, and she was the only one who came back. She's taken it well, all things considered. Besides a few quirks she picked up, I've heard she needs convincing when you need to get her in a car. Can't be pleasant for her to live like that, but to each their own. You seem like you have more to say about her. I wouldn't usually be one to talk ill of anyone behind their backs, but I've said this to her face. I may as well let it be known. She's on thin ice with me. She heard I was talking about the mountain lion that's been after my chickens, so she did a whole video about him. Asked me all sorts of questions about what I seen. Only to turn around and slander my name. She made me look like some crackpot in the videos of hers. I may as well have been talking about Bigfoot. I read all of them comments too, and they had plenty to say about that crazy old man and his made-up stories. Oh. But lo and behold, now you've seen it too, and I have my doubts she'll believe you. And I have my doubts she'll believe you either. She'll talk you up and down about all matter of mythical creatures, but draws the line at something that has some actual truth to it. Let's see. It sounds to me like she hasn't quite figured out the effects her actions have on other people. Yep, I suppose you've hit the nail on the head there. I know she didn't mean to sick all her little fans on me, but it happened, and she ain't apologized for it more than lip service. Oh, I'm digging the grayer color scale bean. Fits the game well. Yeah, this is actually my Scarlet Hollow color theme. I made the filter just for this game, so I'm not extremely bright against this game. It's similar to Slay the Princess, how I went like grayscale. Like I made the grayscale filter for that game. So it's not like obnoxious colors against a monochrome background. It's like, no, we blend together. And it's just kind of fun trying to like match up with the game. Some games are a bit harder than others, but these games are pretty easy because like the color is the same throughout everything, if that makes any sense. I know she's a much kinder soul than that might suggest, so it must be she don't know how much it stung to read all that. Maybe she's too used to that sort of thing herself. A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't help but shake the feeling that you're being watched. I think that is Sam. Like, that is 100% Sam. Because those eyes, they're like perfect circles. That has to be Sam. I swear to God, that is him. Then his eyes went away. You scan the tree line, but whatever might be out there is no longer to be seen. Is it just me, or does it feel like we're being watched right now? That's just nature. You'll get used to it. I don't think Sam Wayne is anything made of nature. I was wondering, how did you find me? I've been on that thing's trail all day. I've got myself a personal vendetta. It's been after my chickens. I've seen it around my property a few times now, and the next day, I always have a bird or two missing. Those birds is like family to me. I raised them from eggs. They know me by sight, like I'm their daddy. So it means something to me when some creature sets their sights on my hens. That thing shoots to the top of my list of enemies. And I suppose it sees some commonalities between you and my chickens. I didn't expect to find a near stranger out there on the wrong end of that thing. But I'm glad I did, for your sake. About what you said earlier, why did everyone think I wasn't gonna come for the funeral? That'd be Miss Pearl-Ann's doing. She was never very kind when talking about your side of the family. We're getting so much information. Like, I feel like we're getting more information about Pearl-Ann and what she said about us through this run than we did with the Stella run. Granted, I've only did 2 previous runs before this, but I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just learning more and more about Pearl-Ann. And I'm really enjoying this route too. Like, we get to talk to Kanika, get to talk to Duke. Like, I'm really enjoying this change. I'm really liking it. Bless her heart and God rest her soul, of course. But she told everyone your side of the family had sworn off Scarlet Hollow and everyone who lived here, so nobody around these parts thought we'd be seeing much of you. You're from here. What do you think of Scarlet Hollow? What do I think? You might as well be asking me what I think of the air I breathe or the dirt I'm standing on. How am I supposed to know? I'm in it. I should be the one asking you. What do you think of our town? One of the first things that happened to me here was being attacked by a mountain lion, so... I think it's beautiful. Damn right. That was the correct answer. What do you think of Tabitha? You can be honest. You say that as if I would have a bad word to say about her. I think she knows the value of hard work, and I think she and your whole family have been the lifeblood of this town for longer than I've been alive. And they're the whole reason any new jobs come out this way, and that ain't just some tourist board crap. We have the Scarlets to think that this place ain't just a glorified theme park like some other towns I could name. I don't want to be a local flavor character selling my produce at some cutesy farm stand to folks up from the city who think they want homegrown goods but get nervous if they see a brown spot. So I'm grateful to Miss Tabitha, and we'll hear no slander to her good name. I just spat all over my keyboard. Disgusting. Hello, Jester. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. So he seems to like Tabitha. Okay. So Duke, tell me about yourself. You want to know about me? I can't say I know what there is to tell. I've got a beautiful wife, Irma, who I love to hell and back, and we've got our boy, Bo, and our little farm. And our closest neighbor is that bastard Julius Tremaine. But that's neither here nor there. I wonder if we will see Julius in like a future episode. Tell me, what's the biggest pumpkin you have ever seen? I've only ever seen them at the grocery store, so grocery store sized? Duke pulls out his wallet, flipping it open to a photograph of a very, very large pumpkin. I am screaming. So it looks like he has the picture of the pumpkin. That might be Bo. That's his family, and that's Bo too, I think. But I am screaming that his pumpkin is there. Big Betty, my biggest yet. Bet you didn't know pumpkins could even get so big. Me and Bo are taking her down to the fair this week, aiming to take home the blue ribbon. I am screaming. Also, oh my god, I didn't realize it was that big. Now, if we had Bo here, then we would get like a real size comparison, because Duke is a bit on the smaller side, but his son Bo is a bit taller, so if we could like find out like the middle range of the two of them, then we'd know like how, if this is like a huge, like an average size. an average human-sized pumpkin, if that makes any sense. How the hell are you getting that thing to the fair? We got ourselves a hay lifter, and of course, big as a bow is a big help. That boy is built like a bull. We tend to put him on the other end of the lift as counterweight. That ain't to say it's easy. We lost one or two over the years from mishandling. Not showstoppers like Betty, of course, but it still stung. Even now that we got the hang of things, it's still gonna give me a heart attack to see her lifted up and not know whether something might go wrong. Let's see. How'd it get that big? Patience and dedication, and a whole lot of water. Oh, and chicken muck, of course. We got plenty of it. At least lately with that mountain lion, but even if we don't manage to track it down tonight, it don't look like that thing is gone from this world. One way or another, it will soon cease to be on my list of problems. What compels you to spend time growing such a thing? Hell, I don't know. What compels anybody? Saw them big seeds in a catalog, thought it might be something me and Bo could do together, teach him a bit about patience and whatnot. And now it's just part of our yearly routine. What a pumpkin, she's gorgeous. She really is. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll get a glimpse of her when she's on her way out of town. She really is something you need to see with your own eyes. Pictures don't do her justice. You feel so much like the kind of person I expected to find out here, like you really belong. You calling me a stereotype? I'm just joking. I know I picked up some habits that folks around here tend to pass around. At least I ain't on the meth. That's the next generation's troubles. I just chew my tobacco and drink my beer and leave it at that. I will say though, things ain't like they used to be around here. Kids grow up online and lose their accents cause they want to sound like somebody else. They move away and come back with a big head on their shoulders, talking down to their elders just because they went off and got themselves some expensive degree. At least my Beau is a solid mountain boy. He'll be sitting on the porch with a beer watching the sun go down over the hills every night, same as every Callaway that came before him. He knows there's no shame in country life. You choose to let a comfortable silence fall between the two of you, turning your gaze up to the glistening sky. It's like, oh, I got a trophy called Cracking Open a Cold One, and it's by talking with Duke. Whoa. It's like nothing you've ever seen. It's the kind of sight that makes you realize why so many generations that came before you wrote mythologies to describe their patterns. There is so much beauty here, despite the fear that still hangs heavy in the air, knowing what might lurk beyond the tree line, which is Sam Wayne. But the tranquility doesn't last long. The harsh sound of a vibrating cell phone pierces the night air. You're getting a call. It's your cousin. Oh. If you pick it up, you might it might cut your evening short for better or worse. Okay. You could always text her and say you aren't in the middle of the woods next to a loaded gun and hunting down a man-eating cougar. Straight to voicemail. Yeah, they added some new achievements too, and Scarlet Hollow was already hefty with achievements, so that's cool they added more. I feel like Scarlet Hollow is going to be extremely hard to 100%, but I know it's gonna be worth it. Bumming around town, see you soon, don't wait up! One of them fake calls, huh? Can't believe they're coming through all the way up here. Usually the hills are the one place you can be free of them. Bad reception and all. There's a sound nearby, a scuffling, and then... What in the The rustling grows louder. That must be my birdie! She's still alive! That is not Birdie. This is just like me waking up. The old man takes a step towards the tree line. Get your thieving little hands off her! Duke charges forward, flashlight in hand, crashing through the bush. Bush. Oh my god. Damn, that thing's fast. Which way did it go? There's an odd sound nearby, though it isn't the sound of whatever the two of you were chasing. Duke stops mid-stride to listen, and you stop to listen as well. It's a human voice. Damn it, I know that voice. There appears to be some kind of growth. I've never seen anything like it. Jeez. I'm gonna have to put up some serious content warnings for this video. Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home? The two of you emerge into the clearing, revealing what Stella had been filming so intently. It's Birdie, her little chicken body panting desperate breaths as she lies in a crumpled heap at Stella's feet. Oh, Birdie. Oh no. What happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, I just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Stella, I don't think you should put this online. Cake is alright. Sorry, Cake is right. Nobody has to see her like this. Sorry, Duke. It's just, you know, my job. It's cruel is what it is. Birdie don't deserve to be made into some online slideshow. There's something really wrong with all these animals we've seen tonight. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. Better not be contagious. Did you see the thing that got a hold of her? I sure did. I got it on camera too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. Oh, poor Birdie. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around their sockets with unfortunate life. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of the chicken's concern. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Stella stepped on the wing. She did that. There was hesitation in Stella's voice. She doesn't seem the type to intentionally hurt animals. But it's dark out here. Maybe she stepped on it without noticing it was there. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain in a couple of days. Happened to me once, and there's not so much a scar these days. I don't know, it kind of looks like there's something in there. Whatever it might be, you know better than to investigate this lump any closer. You've seen horror movies. You back away from the chicken, your curiosity eclipsed by your instinct for self-preservation. Do you think she's become an egg? Like one of those things is gonna pop out of her? No. I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained. Maybe some antibiotics. That's all. This is just like that mountain lion. As Duke and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper, but then a gruntle moan, and then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. Hey, do you guys hear that? Yes, I hear that. Hello, Nebras, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. She starts filming again. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. As Duke scoops up the injured Birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded. The strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What the hell is that? Me when I wake up. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. I don't think I won't. Duke, wait. The man hesitates and that thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. That's new. Oh God. You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen's whines and barks reaching a fevered pitch as another creature's malformed hand grasps her. Oh my God. What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet and then chaos. Yeah, this is different. Oh shit. Because in the first run through, it was just like Stella barking at something. She was not grabbed. And that wasn't grabbing Duke's gun. Oh shit, they really made this intense. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Yeah, I can't wait for episode 5 too. Like, all of the new changes for episode 1 that I've seen already, I really like them. And they're, oh man, there's so much that I need to explore in episode 1. I'm just gonna have like a million playthroughs of this. Shit, get your little grubby hands off my bird. And here's... So in my first run through, I was able to save both of them because I had strength. And then in my second run through, I saved Gretchen. Guys, we have to help Duke. But I hate that I'm not gonna help Gretchen. But like every run through, I want to do different things. Oh. I hate this. Oh, I hate this. I'm so sorry, Gretchen. Yes, the strength build is amazing. My first run through, I had strength and talk to animals. It's like my favorite combination. All right, here we go. You rush forward, shoving the awful thing away from Duke and Birdie. Your hands collide with smooth, doughy, unstructured flesh. It feels like you've just shoved a loose bag of organs. Oh, that's new. It barely staggers back, the shove having done more than shift the thing's attention to you. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. And now it lays in a heap on the ground, its malformed insides oozing out onto the dead leaves. Oh, this is different. Like when you help Duke out, you like shine the light on the little guy and he shoots him, but he just oozes out. Oh, this is different. But I wonder if it would be different if I went the Stella route and you still helped him and he still shot. Ooh, ooh. Got him, damn thing. Oh no, he did shoot, I guess. Gretchen! You both turn just in time to see the end of Gretchen's leash disappear into the underbush. Her yelps grow distant as she's dragged away. Stella wastes no time in diving after her, rushing headlong into the dark woods. Damn it, Stella! Come on, we can't lose her. The two of you chase after her, following Stella in her pursuit of the thing that stole her dog. Good God, there's tons of the damn things. You and Duke push to keep pace with Stella's desperate footfalls, doing your best to ignore the sudden abundance of pale faces leering at you from the trees. My first playthrough, I went strength and hot. Ooh, I'm actually, for this playthrough, I'm doing hot and... Hot, what? I'm not doing book smarts, I'm doing hot, oh! Hot and street smarts, that's what I'm doing this run through. Is there an option to save Gretchen? So when I first played it, I had the talk to animals and strength build, and I was able to save Gretchen and Duke. Because I was able to like roll and grab her and then quickly flash the flashlight to save Duke. But now with this update, I don't know if you can save them both. You'll love hot. You can flirt with everyone, and like ever since I found out you can romance the moms in this game, I'm like, ooh. We're gonna have to do a hot build. What in the hell are they? Where are they coming from? Oh no! His question is seemingly answered when you burst through the trees and into the clearing. Stella too was stopped by the sight and smell of what had been arranged here. She stands with you at its edge, overlooking the bizarre pattern of animal corpses, their rot flavoring the air. Gretchen is among them, the newest addition to the ring, laying paralyzed and whimpering under one of the creatures. Its pale, doughy form is crouched protectively over its catch. It has already started its work. Gretchen! She tries to step forward, but Duke holds her back. I wonder if I had a strength build, I could push past Duke and run and grab her. But I don't have the strength build, so I can't push past Duke. Oh shit, give me your gun, Duke. Hang on. Duke, give me your gun. We can't let them have Gretchen. Figures appear at the edge of the clearing. They are surrounding you. Shit. No cake. Gretchen is my dog. I'll take the shot, Duke. Hell yeah, girl. Oh, wait, you're shooting Gretchen! I wanted to shoot the thing! Oh my god. I wonder... Oh. I thought we were gonna... Oh no. Oh no, Oh. I knew... Oh. Duke cautiously hands off the gun to Stella. She levels it at her dog. She's not going to get like Birdie. I won't let that happen. She only hesitates for a moment before pulling the trigger. The shot rings out over the clearing. The creatures scatter at the sudden noise, and the three of you run as well, driven by the feeling that they won't be gone long. Their voices still murmur in the trees around you. My truck's parked out on the trail. Let's get the hell out of here. Duke leads the charge back through the woods, though the creatures clearly aren't done with you. They fill the woods around the path, leaning out with grasping hands, their stares fixed on Birdie. They want Birdie, Duke. They can want what they want. It don't mean they're getting it. You make it to the end of the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. What are you waiting for, Duke? Shoot him! Duke, you know what they're here for. Is this what you want? Is this what you want, you sons of bitches? Fine, take her! Take her and leave us be! Oh. Wow. Duke. Now, Stella, I know you got trouble with vehicles, but I won't hear any nonsense about you walking back to town. You hear? Get in the truck. You sense the slightest bit of hesitation as Stella pauses on the path next to you. Okay. But yeah, I do want to know if you go this route and you have strength, if you can still save Gretchen and Duke. God, I'm gonna have to do so many run-throughs. You squeeze into Duke's tiny 2-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. For such a gregarious person, Stella is eerily quiet right now. So I'm confused. What's going on? I got here on the stream late. So we saved Duke from dying, which meant Gretchen died, which was Stella's dog, and Stella shot her, so she wasn't suffering. Gretchen was Stella's practically last remaining family member. Yeah, hard mode gets you 3 traits, which I had mystical, talk to animals. Oh, what was that other trait I had for my hardcore run? But yeah, that was an interesting run through. I'm so sorry about Gretchen. She doesn't respond. Give her some space to grieve, Cake. There'll be plenty of time for talking when that's what she wants to do. You reach out and place your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but remains focused on the wilderness rolling past the window. So I guess it wasn't a mountain lion getting at your chickens. Yeah, I guess not. Can't say I know what I'm supposed to do with that information, though. Suppose the boy and I are in for some long nights. Garden the rest of them from them things. Duke, I don't think Stella's doing okay right now. Of course she ain't. Best not to bother her just yet. Let's get out of these woods before something else tries to come after us. He glances over to Stella, his hard face softening slightly. It'll just be a few more minutes. You'll be alright. Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires give way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of the small cottage. So when we were in that situation, the leaves were red. So I'm wondering, when you're in like a choose one of these option situations, the leaves are gonna turn red, and when you're pretty safe, they're gonna like be brown. Interesting. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime, but Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them, but I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. I better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but... well, no point in talking about the buts. Just look out for yourselves. Can you take me home? Hell no, I ain't your private chauffeur. Stay with Stella tonight. She's got the space, ain't you, girl? Yep, totally. I've got a guest bedroom with a bed and everything. Sheets even. There. Taken care of then. No, I'm not gonna romance Stella because A, I got her dog killed, and B, in my first run through, I'm romancing her. So this run through, I don't know who I'm gonna romance. Yeah, at least it's just so sad. And now Restream is saying to activate chat again. What is going on with Restream tonight? This is the second time. I might have to... I'm gonna have to look and see what's wrong with Restream. And here you are, back in town away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally have reception again. Oopsies. 6 missed calls from Tabitha, and 13 text messages. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? God, what a mess this night's been. I'm so sorry about Gretchen. There's nothing we could have done. I just have to accept what happened and move on. I feel like Stella would be more angry. Like, there was a choice, and we chose to help Duke. I feel like she'd be a little more angrier with us. She was 17, after all. It's not like we had many years left. But why did it have to happen like that? It's my fault. I should have grabbed her. Cake, you were in an impossible situation, and you made a difficult choice. It's done. And I'm not gonna hold it against you. See, and if I was Stella, I'd be like, I hate you. I never want to see you again. Lock out of the romance. Neither of us needs to go back and relive that moment. What do you make of everything we saw? I don't know. I haven't seen or read anything like this, although maybe... We've got to find out more about those things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over there now, before it gets any later. I should probably check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. I should really head back. Okay, if you're sure. I won't stop you if that's what you really want. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. She scribbles her name on a piece of paper before handing it to you. I'll see you tomorrow? I'm leaving this town as soon as I can. No, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. So this is gonna be a bit different too. As far as you know, those creatures from the woods have infested these trails as well. But it's too late for you to turn around. You'll either make it back to the estate, or you won't. Oh my god, am I meeting Sam? Oh. Oh shit. Oh. This is not good. Oh. And then I turn around and run back to Stella's. You turn to see a shadowy figure in a miner's jacket staring from the path behind you. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. I'm sorry? You call out to the figure, but as soon as your words leave your mouth, it vanishes into the black of the night. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been? I called you back as soon as I had reception. I don't care, you gave me a heart attack. There was this miner on the way home who called me out by name and everything. Scared the shit out of me. Do you know what's going on? What about the guy at the beginning of the game? So nothing really changed with him. Everything was like the same. He still like babbled on, so nothing really changed with him. It's a mining town. Of course miners walk around in the woods, and of course people know who you are. We don't get a lot of visitors in these parts. I got lost in the woods with this cryptid hunter girl I met and an old farmer. A lot of really terrible things happened out there, Tabitha. Ah, so you met Stella then. That explains everything, and she's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. I need to leave this town as fast as possible. Don't let Stella's nonsense worm its way into your head. There's no bus until next Monday, and there's no way I'm driving on those mountain roads. You're stuck here until the next bus comes, so settle down. Good night. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. As you collapse onto your mattress, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. You pull out your phone and call. Hey, how are you? She sounds a little different, a warble in her throat. Did you make it back all right? I ran into someone on the way back, a miner, I guess. He knew my name, said some really creepy stuff. That's scary, man. I think I've got some interesting leads too. We can compare notes tomorrow. Until then, get some rest, all right? I'm glad you're safe. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now, you're safe and warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but a bad dream. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. And they do! Ugh. I'm gonna have to, ugh. So many run-throughs I'm gonna have to do. I should actually see what other, what some new, achievements they are. Because I got, like, 2 of them. There's Mr. Reese. Just sitting on his bed. And then that is, in the library, the stain. We don't know what that hole is. Oh, there's the pumpkin. The mines. That... I'm assuming that's the... Well, I didn't see that shadow before. Yeah, this is the Scarlet Estate. I'll be enjoying this update as much as I can, yes. Same here. I feel bad I didn't get more run-throughs in before the update, just to see like what else is different. So I'm kind of sad I didn't do more run-throughs before the update, but you know how life is. All right, let's quickly save. So we have bacon, bacon, bacon. Yeah, so we have bean. That's my first run through. And then bacon is my hardcore run through. And then cake. All right. Ooh wee. That I am really happy with that update. Like what we found of it. I'm really happy. Yes, I do want to quit. Yes. You can get the cracked version and do that. They have the old version. What do you mean the cracked version? Because if there's like a cracked version, I wouldn't mind grabbing it. I don't know how I would do that. So I got Straight to Voicemail, Cracking Open a Cold One, and Scarlet Hollow. And those, only 0.1% of people have gotten that achievement. So that's cool. Are those the only new ones I got today? Yeah, and then the other ones are older. But yeah, let's look and see. What's this? What now? So we'll probably end the stream soon, but I want to like see what new achievements there are. I'm assuming. Oh wow, there's some that have like 0%. So there's shadowing the boss, refusing the call, a path in the woods, reading adventure, giving the slip, history lesson, beautiful people don't do ugly things, you, have your beauty save you from making a disastrous first impression in front of a small audience. I'm assuming this has something to do with hot. What's this? Oh. But yeah, they have quite a few new ones. I'm gonna have to go through these. Oh my god. Oh my god. Most people buy this game after Slay the Princess. Yeah. I mean, they made Slay the Princess to fund Scarlet Hollow, which is interesting. But yeah, I'm glad that a lot of people are playing Scarlet Hollow after Slay the Princess. But yeah, how would you... Hang on, I'm gonna... Would it be on their Discord how to get, like, the older versions? Because I'm curious. Where is it? Where are they? Good luck with your streams. Yeah, thanks. We're just taking it one day at a time, you know? Still? Wow, if I can spell. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like find out how to play the older version so then I can be like, oh, that's cool, that's interesting, and see what the differences are. IGG? and then bought it. I mean, I already have the game. I just want like the older version. I don't know if there's like a way to... I don't think there's a way to like go back. Oh well. I might just have to read the wiki or something. I think that's like one of the sad things about like updates. Mostly torrent sites. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'd have to like torrent it, but I'll be okay. I'll just have to like read the wiki or something and be sad. It's all good. It is all good. But yeah, that was a nice stream. I had a lot of fun going back to Scarlet Hollow. And it was a nice short stream, so I'm not up super late or anything. Always poggies. But yes, I think I'm gonna call it there. Let me quickly. There's my socials. Get a separate save apart from your original saves. What do you mean by that, Pastel? Like, I still have my saves from before. Should I have done something before I updated to the new version? Also, welcome on in, Pastel. I hope you're having a good time zone. Can I suggest their raid? I think I'm gonna go through my suggestion list first. Good to catch a full one for a change. Yeah, not a problem, Lappy. Not a problem at all. I know it's a bit shorter, but I mean, short streams are good. I thought, never mind. Yeah, I've already updated the game, and I played through the new stuff, or some of the new stuff, in the first episode. So yeah, I've already updated it. Unless there's a way to go back and not bust anything. But I don't think that's the case. Yeah, not a problem, Lossless. Not a problem at all. Let's see if we can raid anyone else streaming Scarlet Hollow. If I can spell. Oh my god, I can't speak, I can't read, I can't do anything. Let's see. Not a lot of people playing Scarlet Hollow. I know a lot of people were playing this morning, but I had to work, so I couldn't stream it. Let's... That damn work grind getting in the way of streaming. I know, right? How dare it? How dare it fund my streaming stuff? Oh, man. I wish games came out, like, on Fridays, so then I could, like, take a half day on Friday and then just game. But games just come out whenever now, and it's like, oh, okay. Let's see. We could raid, we can go raid Day. We haven't raided her in a while. We'll go say hellos. And then I will see you guys Wednesday for episode 2. I'm super excited to see what is different in episode 2. And I'm just excited in general. because soon we will get episode 5. Maybe the end of this year, but I'm super excited. I am so ready for episode 5. It's been a while and I just cannot wait. Oh god. Alrighty, let's go say hi today. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.